Hey, there it is. All right, I'm about to tell y'all a little story about a little dream I had. It's about the community speaking life to dead things. Yeah, here we go. Man, I had a dream of a mausoleum, a valley of dry bones so scattered I couldn't see him. Being in through the valley, a ghost like guy leading me, asking me if I could ever see him back on their feet again. All I see is bones. I'm not catching the meaning, and then he tells me if I speak, tell him to live again. I envision beyond what I'm looking at. It's even that I was seeing an army like I've never seen before, and so I speak, and bones start lifting off the floor, create a clamor and a rattling ligaments, Google mapping and navigate the way back to stomping grounds before fracturing relationships, breach of agreements and broken covenants. The place before your brethren started turning on brethren. Major shift hit what at first appeared to be dead. I said warfare drums at a distance and saw red flags waving, wild joints connecting, torsos find ahead. In the midst of being terrified, this ghostly guy said you had it wrong. I said to sing a new song, not the strong arm in the strength of Babylon. Now I speak calm. Hip you to your right and your left palm. Your clap carries the power to disarm. So I started to clap and watch it push everything back. Such a foolish and a silly task. Nonetheless, I clapped and started seeing things move back. I'm not sure how to react, cause now I'm looking at fully assembled skeletons with nothing inside. Have no tendons or no sinews, no ears or no eyes. The guy asked me if I thought the bones could come back to life. I couldn't answer, cause I barely believed my eyes. But he said, speak and watch flesh come upon them in 3D, command the east to release the wind of God to blow over these formerly deceased. And so I didn't watch the wind work, and now I'm mind blown berserk. That speaking life actually worked. What emerged is an army of ready to move. Judah on the front line with a drum line to the truth. Imagine if I never spoke. I had too much pride to use. The foolish method ever clapped to bring a breakthrough. Dream faded, poof, jolted up my PJ, sweating through the dream. Playing back to back like Drake and A-Ball loops. Trouble trying to recruit. Then I thought about what the guy told me to do. Stood up in my room and made a move. I had it all wrong. I'm supposed to sing a new song, apply to 18. Song to my right and my left palm, my light is on. I'm fighting, but my weaponry was wrong. My clap carries the power to disarm. So I started to clap and watch it push everything back. Such a foolish and a silly task. Nonetheless, I clapped and stirred and started dropping off my back. Treasure came up out of my trash. And trash was what I am until somebody told me different. What if nobody ever used the foolish to come get me? What if they never pictured past my unrefined image? Instead left me for dead butter and bread for the pigeons. What if they put me in a box because of how I looked? Took one look at the cover, wrote me off and tossed the book. Threw the baby out with the bathwater cause all they saw were bones. And never cared enough to speak some life cause I looked gone. Now I'm singing a new song. I speak life into your bones. Life into your circumstances, situations, homes. Comfort weeping grandmothers and sons, make it home. Restoration to the minds of these girls acting grown. Stop killing your community. Live in your community. I know it looks bleak, but speak life to your community. Stop killing your community. Live in your community. I know it looks bleak, but speak life to your community. I'm not.
Ooh, oh my word, fire. And the crowd goes wild. Shakiah. Oh my word. Okay. I just gotta say, I was over there rocking because you are the kind of artist that I so appreciate with deep messaging in your music. Let's understand a little bit about what brings you that inspiration as an artist.
I think it's a combination of experiences, being burden for people, and then just wanting to say it in a way that is brash as possible, as vulnerable as possible, as raw as possible. And then I think it's also cathartic to get it out, so and to me, music is no different from intercession. So that's really what this is.
Wow. I mean, literally, I was having the biggest goosebumps over there because it is so powerful and the passion comes through so much. Now, I met you and you were doing programming. So you're doing a ton of different things. What other hats are you wearing? Because you're not just an artist. You actually are out here curating shows and content for people to experience artistry that's not just coming from you.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm on the end of a break, because I at first I was doing a lot of stuff in the community, but I think community. We were just having this conversation. Community, period, is just to me good food, good music, good people, and I'm always keeping the dinner table in mind. How many ways can we get the community to keep coming to the table? Sharing a meal, sharing some music, sharing some conversation. I love projects that can be as intergenerational as possible. And so, to be honest with you, I'm not doing as much as I was at one point, but MCing and being into choreography is just, it's been for years.
Wow. I
Yeah.
mean, seriously, I'm so inspired by you. How can people get in touch with you, get your music if they want to book you for shows? What does that look like and how do they connect with you? Because you're phenomenal.
I appreciate it. I'll be honest. Right now, I'm not booking like crazy for shows. I'm still being careful, with the pandemic and everything. But you can always find me on social media, Miss Shakiah MC, MZSHAKIAHMC. Music is on iTunes, Spotify. Just my first name, Shakiah. I'm too grown to be like little MC something, just Shakiah. And yeah, not hard to find. Got a couple ciphers, got a couple features. There's some stuff floating around there. So, just check me out.
Wow,
Yeah.
Shakiah, thank you so much again for
Thank you.
gracing us with your amazing artistry and talent. I was seriously blown away with it. I didn't even know what to expect. So I got to be honest, I was just blown away. I hope you guys were blown away too.